We're back with another episode of Forging Better Humans podcast. I haven't done a solo one in a while, so just thought I'd find something on the internet that was triggering and maybe kick that around a little bit. And according to his latest post, that's literally why he made the post that triggered me. So that was cool. I dig that. I got caught in his web. Kudos on that, bro. You're killing marketing. You got my attention. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's CrossFit. Yep, this one's going to be about CrossFit again. CrossFit has recently sold again, and they've got new CEOs, and it's become like super obvious on Instagram and probably all the other social media channels, but because I literally have a job, I only have one. So I just follow Instagram, and I can see, they're making this big push on trying to save face, I think, to recover the brand, let everyone out there know that it's got new ownership, that the new ownership cares, we're headed in the right direction, we're going to support community, we're going to do all these great things, right? All the same stuff that we always hear all the time. And I want all of those things to be true. But the biggest influencers that I'm seeing right now that are like parroting all this stuff for CrossFit, I mean, CrossFit's doing a good job on their own. But like Drew Gurton and this other chick like underscore Lil Free, like there's a few of them out there that are like just parroting the message kind of through their own eyes. And it's important to do that, right? So you want to be able to tell stories. And I find that a couple of these guys have got really great posts. So like Drew has some really good breakdowns on CrossFit, how CrossFit has become what it is today, some good stuff out there. And I've just always been, I'm not a CrossFit affiliate anymore. We evolved our model a long time ago, probably around 2018 or so. And we held on to the brand for a little bit, but it just, our stuff just wasn't lining up. We weren't the same kind of gym as they were anymore, kind of like the new modern version of CrossFit, I guess. And if you're looking for a kind of a definition of what I'm talking about, you can watch some of Drew's videos and see how, CrossFit is kind of created by accident this like competition model that is getting pumped into gyms that aren't ready for that. These gyms are pushing it on people that aren't ready for it, that kind of shit. And we can go into a whole separate podcast on that, but Drew does talk about that in a positive light, and he's trying to get people to reaffiliate. I really don't have any interest in reaffiliation, just in the simple fact that, like I said, we've evolved our gym. So we've moved our gym up the ladder way back. And I just found that we just weren't really the same service regardless. But I have always had a special place in my heart for CrossFit. So I became an affiliate back in 2012. I loved it. Back then it was hot. I was training CrossFit for probably 4 years before that, individually on my own in my backyard in my garage, and just was loving it. I was going to a lot of competitions. I was part of a lot of communities and groups. We would go all over the place. And if there's one thing that I can say for CrossFit is, man, they like fucking took the fitness world by storm, and they've changed it tremendously. It's a lot different now. You see it in high school weight rooms. You see it in fire service. You see it in the military. You see it's all over the place. And I don't know that it's got the CrossFit affiliated logo attached to all of those things that you see everywhere, but they definitely changed the way people approach fitness. And like it's never going to go away. So what they created it an open source model that's just going to kind of blow up and grow anyway. And they're trying to I feel like these new brand CEOs are trying to like put the genie back in the bottle. So, I mean, good luck with that. The thing is so fucking big now. Good luck. But this is not how you do it. So like I said, I really like Drew's post, but he put out one the other day, and I think it's because he's from Michigan. And maybe this one came from California, but both of these states, in my opinion, are just full of these virtue signaling type people. So it just has this tone that just grated me the wrong fucking way. So I just felt like addressing it. So he puts this post up, and I'm going to have to read from my notes here. De-affiliated gyms are on notice. The new CrossFit CEOs are putting de-affiliated gyms on notice. Laughable. The methodology is now protected. These gyms didn't leave because they hated CrossFit. They left because they couldn't sell it. Maybe some of them. And when CrossFit stopped marketing for them, they wanted an easy way out. I don't know that CrossFit ever really did any marketing for any gym, I think until about 2020, where they created a couple landing sites, parallel landing sites for some gyms, but we'll get into all that kind of shit. CrossFit affiliation was never a logo fee, it says. CrossFit affiliation was never just a logo fee. It's a methodology license. License, it's never been a license. It's a methodology license, and now HQ wants it treated that way. Re-affiliate or evolve your model. Pick one. The easy way just ran out. Can we just, for a second, are we not tired, let me dare I say, authoritarian fatigue? Or are we tired of listening to like mayors and governors and these fucking dickheads posing things and telling people I have this band-aid solution for an obvious problem and you have to stick with it or else type shit? Didn't we just do that for 3 years? That rhetoric, that tone just instantly pissed me off. It just took me back to 2020, 2021, when it was just, we were hearing that shit. Wear your fucking mask, do these things. You have to do this or else. You're gonna die in the summertime. If you actually wear your mask, we'll give you some French fries. Some stupid shit like that. Like it just brought all that rushing back to me. As a business owner, it wasn't my favorite time in the world, but we weathered the storm without CrossFit during that time, mind you. But it bugged me. So that really kind of turned me off in the wrong way. So what I really wanted to talk about was, again, remember, a lot of positive shit on Drew's page, but this one right here. If you're looking to attract de-affiliated gyms back to your model, this is not how you do it. This tone, this rhetoric, this or else type shit is so fucking old. People are so over it. I'm all right with the, evolve your model, move on type shit. That's fine. That's what a lot of us did. But this comment is like they couldn't sell it. Well, let's talk about they couldn't sell it. And let's back into what I meant when I meant that my brand and CrossFit started to split around 16, 17. What I was noticing over the course of those years while I was an affiliate was I was spending a lot of time defending CrossFit. Every single time. When somebody would come into the gym, whether they were new or not, I had to explain CrossFit. I don't mind explaining methodology. That's not a big deal. We became one of the fastest growing, largest affiliates in Central Florida very fast. 2012, 2013, 14, and there we were one of the biggest, fastest growing. We probably had triple digit numbers in the open for a couple years there in a row. We were full on into this stuff, but then I started to notice there wasn't a lot of backup from CrossFit itself, unless you were going to their events, right? Unless you went, you went to your level 1, you went to your level 2, or if you went to an affiliate marketing seminar or any of those types of things, unless you went to that shit, they sure as fuck weren't coming to you. And I was noticing that they weren't doing a really good job of actually protecting their brand. So what I was noticing is people are coming into the gym from other gyms, coming to my gym because they're getting hurt at other affiliates. They're getting hurt out there in the world, and they don't want to get hurt anymore. So they're hearing about the standards that we're pushing here at this particular gym. They come in here and they sign up, and I'm like, man, we've got to continue down this particular path to make sure that our strength and conditioning programs are very risk averse, that we do everything that we can to protect our members. Now, that said, I also believe in the truest core and the truest form, CrossFit has that same thought process. But I think it gets lost in the sauce when you have an open source model and you allow affiliates to just run amok all over the fucking country without any type of fucking box. So here's the problem. You have a couple of really good CrossFit gyms out there, and they're still out there, still today, and they're still running affiliates. And you have a couple of other guys that got really tired of defending that shit, right? When they're holding a standard, they're evolving their model, they're making sure they have a very safe facility, but every single person that comes in is talking about getting hurt. CrossFit has a quality control problem. They don't have a affiliates can't sell their model problem. Quality control is a brand issue. They have a brand issue. If we all take the zealot style of addiction to a CrossFit out of this, and we just look at the brand, black and white, look at the brand, and we're not involved in a CrossFit gym, we're not involved with the CrossFit staff, we're not involved with the business at all whatsoever, and I'm surprised the new CEOs didn't do this. What is the biggest problem? What is the public's biggest issue with CrossFit? It's fucking risky. And I will follow up with that, it's risky, but it's risky. Risky's okay with sport. Sport is one thing, but as a strength and conditioning program that's supposed to be helping the general public, risky's not smart, right? And what do most people say? when they come into your gym, or if you're out at a restaurant or you're out talking about CrossFit, somebody's like, I'd never do that. It's the most dangerous thing I've ever heard. I heard somebody got their rotator cuff tore doing that. I heard this person got hurt doing this person got hurt doing that. It doesn't matter where you are, and I understand the zealot mentality of CrossFit. I understand all of you guys that are affiliate owners are like, but it's not like that at every gym. I know that. But the public perception has to be corrected first. The public perception that CrossFit is a safe strength and conditioning program that's open for everybody is paramount. It has to be talked about. It has to be expressed. It has to be shown. And right now, you cannot do that. You cannot do that by allowing somebody who has $1,500 to get their level 1 to go out and open an affiliate. Right? You can't have somebody go get a weekend seminar, go out, get an affiliate, and run shit programming when all they could do was take a test. And now they're in there just running their style of whatever that CrossFit is. That standard isn't being held. You know it's not. It's the fucking elephant in the room, probably at every single affiliate seminar that nobody wants to talk about, because we all want to hold hands and put our arms around each other and sing Kumbaya, and we're all part of this big fucking community together. Fuck you, man. If you're not holding the line and holding the standards that CrossFit's putting forward, you need to be put on notice throughout the affiliate program. As the affiliate owners or the guys that run the fucking brand, there needs to be some type of quality control put in. There has to be. You cannot have 16 gyms in a town and 14 of them are running subpar programs that are getting people hurt all the time. That affects the 2 good gyms that are doing all the right things. That affects those 2 gyms a lot. They have to spend a lot of fucking time explaining to people walking through the door that their methodology is different than those guys over there. And that's the last thing we want to do. I don't want to sit here and shit on somebody else's business. You know, so-and-so ABC CrossFit down the street doesn't run their business properly with their coaching and their staff. I've never had that conversation, ever. I don't poach members. I don't do any of that type of shit. I just say coming in here, trying what we have to offer and see if you like that. Our coaching style is completely different. Our methodologies are completely different. You may find that this is something that's a little bit more attractive for you, right? And I believe that CrossFit has the ability to do this. I really do. I think they let the genie out of the bag. They let everybody grow with this open source. It blew up all over the place. The blessing in disguise that they have right now is they've lost a ton of affiliates. So they have a much smaller network that they can police now. A much smaller network that they probably could find a way to do some type of quality control, to go in and start making sure that these gyms are holding the line on standards, right? Making sure that these gyms are doing the right things so that the good gyms that are in town, maybe they would, I'm not, but maybe they would at some point want to reaffiliate because they see the support that CrossFit's doing with boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Here's an idea. Super simple. Put 2 dudes in a van in a state. Gordon Lake is the Southeast CrossFit affiliate guy. He called me up the day I canceled my affiliate. 14 years I've been an affiliate. He calls me up. Anything I can do to help you? 14 fucking years, and I've never talked to this guy one single time. 14 years. He said, we've sent you emails, but if you want to cancel your affiliate, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to kick you up to HQ. Cool, man. 14 years. I wasn't staying anyway, but I appreciate the conversation. Gordon, you in the Southeast could literally hire 4 to 6 guys, maybe a team of really good level 2 red shirt staff, and put them on the fucking road in a bus in the Southeast. And what's their job? The coolest job in the world. It's literally going into every single CrossFit gym in the Southeast and checking to make sure that things are on par. Maybe running a couple of classes. Maybe dialing in a few things with the coaches. Do a little bit of quality control. Shake hands. Get out there. Talk to people, right? Maybe we have a couple things that we look for. Maybe give a report at the end of your session. How cool of a job would that be for a couple of guys like straight out of college, maybe in their early 20s, or girls? They jump on the CrossFit HQ red shirt bus and Gordon Lake sends them down to wherever in the Southeast. How hard is that? That's way fucking cheaper than losing shit tons of affiliates and destroying your fucking brand identity by creating or having a public perception that your brand is risky. How about we do something like that? That's just out of the box. Quick fucking thinking, right? There's a lot of different ways that we could do that. If you want to hold on to the strength and conditioning side of CrossFit, you've got to do something. I want you guys to hold on to it. I want CrossFit to be successful. I do. I really enjoyed it. I have a special place in my heart for it. We're so far removed from it, it doesn't really matter to me one way or the other. However, we have people that I train here that we send to CrossFit competitions a lot, and they do very, very well. I don't want the brand to go away. I would like for it to be around for a long time. And I believe that they can get a handle around it. But if they can't, if they decide that they're going to leave it this way, it's going to continue to deteriorate on the strength and conditioning side. In the actual affiliate realm, I don't see it getting better, especially when you're putting out shit like this. That's like, do this or else. Do this or else isn't it. You guys got to do more on your side instead of just publishing shit on the internet. Publishing shit on the internet, blog posts, videos, little online resources, shit like that. People can go to fucking YouTube now and get that. Grow up, man. Like, everything's already, it's available at our fingertips. Put boots on the ground. Put people in the affiliates. Let these fucking affiliate owners know that they're cared about. It ain't that fucking hard. I really just don't think it is. There's not that many gyms out there left. And if you want to keep them, start something like this. It would be amazing. Or, here's another idea, and it's going to flip this whole motherfucker on its head. Cut it. Cut the affiliate program. Cut your addiction to the affiliate fees. Cut your addiction to the coaching licensing fees. Cut your addiction to all of that and give it back to the community. Let the gyms run it any way they want and turn all of your focus. Remember when I said risky is okay when it's applied to sport. Turn all of your focus to sport. Holy shit. CrossFit has the coolest fucking sport out there created as of late. It is super fun to watch. It attracts the best fucking athletes in the world. It is by far, hands down, way more fun to watch than most of the junk shit sports I see on TV. You have real athletes that have real stories. You could literally just pour yourself into that. Create CrossFit as a sport. Get brands to partner with you. That's where you get your money from, like a regular sport. Uniforms, drafts, the whole thing. Literally start it from the open stage all the way to regional semifinals and right into the sport and run the fucking sport at a high caliber show. Make it the most fucking awesome thing ever because you've done the groundwork. You've created a world that, whether they're in CrossFit affiliates or not, they're already creating athletes. D1 athletes can get tuned up in 6 months and make it to the fucking CrossFit Games. They didn't have to go to a CrossFit gym to do that. You know how I know that? Because I know a lot of them that have done it. Not only that, every single year since I've been watching CrossFit, unaffiliated, 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 unaffiliated for both athletes and teams. You don't have to be at a CrossFit gym to do that type of stuff. So what I'm saying is, while that is nice, you could create a licensing program. You could create something or with a quality check, something like that, saying that this facility is a specific training center for only CrossFit Games. Something along that model and just stay sport specific. Holy shit, that would be awesome. I would love to watch that evolution. However, whenever I read the comments on any post that I see, it's like they got to get rid of sport. I don't believe that. I believe that CrossFit's been around long enough that they should be allowed to evolve. And if they want to evolve and go full tilt, boogie woogie into fucking sports, dude, I'm here for it. I think it would be cool. But if you're insisting on holding on to the health and wellness space, if you're insisting on holding on to the affiliate model, you have to do better with face-to-face shit. You have to do better with getting on the ground and meeting with affiliates. You have to do better with quality control and make sure that these fucking gyms are holding the line that you're teaching them at the level 1, level 2s, level 3s. These guys are just testing out, bouncing out, and then fucking signing up with NorCal.com and running some competitor program and not really actually running the movements, guys. Like, this shit's not cool. So this is just from the front. Again, I don't really care one way or the other. This one triggered me. I felt like going off on it a little bit. I don't know if you noticed, but I talked super positively about CrossFit. I would really like to see them succeed. Again, special place in my heart for them. I'll always do this. You know, this is something where I love what I do, and I'm going to continue to educate myself. I'm going to continue to create an environment for my athletes and for all of my trainers and coaches here that will make them better every single day. I do whatever I can. I pay people to come into my facility, coach and train my guys, all this type of stuff. So we just had an awesome seminar. We did a 2-day seminar here, training up our coaches, getting ready for the rest of the year on a lot of different shit. So I agree it's on the affiliate owner to get trained and make sure that everybody's out there, but I'm telling you, these guys aren't doing it. So CrossFit, I'm going to put you on notice, man. If you guys don't get your head out of your ass and actually address the real problem, which is you have a problem with your brand identity. You have a risk problem that you've got to address. Until you can address that, and that public perception that you're a risky health and wellness program, until you can fix that, you're going to continue to have this problem. I don't want you to have this problem. I think that it can be easily addressed, and I hope you do. And, I would love to discuss and dialogue with anybody about it. Maybe not in the comments here, but definitely do some call-ins and shit. Love to talk to Drew. Drew's a dope dude, man. It sounds like he's from Michigan. I'm from Michigan too, believe it or not. So that's why I understand your accent. Anyway, that triggered me a little bit. Just wanted to talk about that. I hope everything gets clarified. I am not a CrossFit hater here by any means. I have full respect for the sport. I have full respect for the athletes. I just don't have a lot of respect for somebody who, instead of fixing the real issues, they want to throw Band-Aids on stuff and start threatening de-affiliated people. It's just not a good look, man. Like, if you want a new image, create a new fucking image. Do the work. Get in the trenches, meet the guys, shake the hands, do the fucking work. That's how anything real gets done. We're out.